Drepano, the spot chosen for the first stop of the GLOBO tour, is situated in the Corinthian Gulf, opposite Nafpadkos and close to the famous Rio-Anti-Rio Bridge. The location is ideal for a speed surfing competition because it is essentially a thin strip of land that creates a natural wave breaker, but lets the strong winds pass through. In this way, the windsurfers can reach maximum speeds on flat waters. So they often visit this exciting sport in order to train or even compete, trying to break their records. The event was organised by the Hellenic Speed Slalom Windsurfing Association, a new organisation aiming to consolidate all the windsurfing speed lovers and run many speed and slalom events. Starting from Drepano, the 2012 programme, including a second speed national race until June, and then the Slalom Open and the National Championship on the 26th of May and the 24th of June respectively. The last event will be in North Greece. Lake Volvi will be hosting the Volvi Lake Open long distance race. In the first day of the event, the windsurfers were anxious to get their gear ready. Even small tuning adjustments can decide the final winner, with less than 2% of difference in top speeds. The competition is really tough among the top favourite windsurfers. Let's meet them. Minos Efstathiadis is one of the top guys here. He's one of the oldest and most experienced, with very stable performance in the last few years. Kostas Staboulis, another top guy, is younger than Minos and just missed the podium in the 2011 championship. He's determined to make it this year, and his results have been constantly improving. Nick Vardalahos is the youngest of the top ones. His best ever recorded speed is much higher than the one of Minos, but he lost to him in both 2010 and 2011. Let's see what the top two competitors, Efstathiadis and Vardalahos, had to say about each other.
Σε αυτές τις καιρικές συνθήκες δεν πηγαίνετε. Πέρσι, αντίστοιχα σε αυτές τις καιρικές συνθήκες, μας είχε κερδίσει κατά κράτος. Πέρσι ήμουν πιο νέος. Τώρα έχω γεράσει, αυτός είναι πιο δυνατός. Ο ποντάρος στο ότι έχει γίνει πατέρας πρόσφατα, στον πολύ είναι πολύ δυνατός. Σε πάρα πολύ αέρα δυσκολεύεται λόγω σωματικής κατασκευής και ταλαιπωρημένου σώματος. Το πιο αδύνατο του σημείο, δεν θέλει να χάσει, δεν μπορεί να χάσει, δεν γίνεται να χάσει.
The event proved to be a very popular one, with 24 windsurfers competing from around Greece, even from the faraway island of Samos, the home of Babis Sakantaris. The Hellenic Speed Slalom Windsurfing Association wants to grow the participation even more, so all you speed lovers can join one of its future events and show the world what you got. In the first day of the event, the wind seemed to be lighter than expected. This meant that the windsurfers had to try their biggest sails in order to reach top speeds. Most of the windsurfers know how to use the strip of land to their benefit. The trick here is to reach the start of the strip and bear away as close as possible to it, speeding up in parallel to the land for the required 10 seconds that count. Let's have a 3D overview of how this looks. Every detail counts in order to reach maximum speed. The equipment, the physical conditions, the weight and height, but mostly the training. The ones that know the location and have been training a lot are likely to record better speeds. But as in all competitions, what counts at the end is the will to win. Most of the windsurfers were starting to lose faith after a long wait on the beach due to the wind's instability. Just before the second run, the wind decided to help them out a little bit and give them a chance to score some higher speeds. Vardalahos was waiting for this chance. He went in and tried to scare the local favourite. He was almost perfect, recording the best speed of the day up until then. However, Minos Efstathiadis knows the place much better, and he recorded a speed a little above 32 knots a few minutes later. Vardalahos would not give up so easily, and he tried his luck a couple of times, but to no avail. Women can also try their luck at high speeds, competing alongside the male fleet. This is the case of Maria Manataki. The second run finished with some good speeds for Bouffis, Thermopolis and Sakantaris. After that, the wind decided to give it a rest and decreased once again. The third run was not one to be remembered. It was time for some rest. The second day started at the beach of Drepano with a good wind forecast and 24 windsurfers really keen to break their records and win the trophy. Careful preparation and right trimming are really crucial, and these guys know it. Once again, the wind during the first run was not so good, but 1 hour later, the ideal wind conditions arrived. Everyone was aiming for higher speeds than the previous day.
In this place, it's impossible. Trying to work things out, and honestly,
the first one to hit the water and aim for his top speed was Alexander Ducasse. He was determined to get a good result and gave his best from the first minute. Even if not going for a podium position, everyone wants to improve his performance and beat his rivals. Efstathiadis, even if he was injured, still proved that he knows the local conditions much better than anyone else. He went in and got a better speed than yesterday from the very first attempt. Could Vardalahos or Stoboulis beat him? Stoboulis wanted the podium position, but would definitely try to beat the top guys even for just one run. He had a speed close to Vardalahos' best of the first day, a little above 31.6 knots. At the same time, Ducasse was trying once again to score a higher speed, but a little above 31 knots, and the 6th place was his limit for the day, while Bouffis had to settle for the 5th position with his overall 30.89. The surprise of the day belongs to Petikidis Alexander, who managed to record 31.648 knots speed and came third in this run. Finally, Vardalahos managed once again to beat everyone else but Efstathiadis. His speed of a little above 32.5 knots was better than both their results in the first day, but Efstathiadis went much higher to about 33.1 knots in the second day. Small differences, but these guys are the top ones in Greece. Let's have a look at the final results. Stoboulis was much better than Bouffis, the bronze 2011 medalist, and proved he can challenge for a place on the podium. However, Efstathiadis and Vardalahos were clearly better than him in all of the runs. The key question remains, can Vardalahos beat Efstathiadis in 2012? Then it was time for the windsurfers to receive their hard-earned trophies. The Go GLOBO Tour does not stop here. The windsurfers will have a chance to reach top speeds once again at the Second Speed Nationals race. Different location, different windy conditions, but the same windsurfers ready to break their own records. Stay tuned.